Oh, no audio. Are we good? Let's see. We just turned on some audio. Tell me if you guys can hear now. Can you guys hear us now? Give me a 1 in the comments if you can hear me.
I think so.
We can hear me?
It was on me.
All right, give me a 1 in the comments if you can hear me.
Oh, no audio.
There it is. All right.
Are we good?
So let's take it back over here. Okay. So you guys, what I want to do is I want to just quickly, this is just a test right here, testing out the new studio. We are out here in Las Vegas right now, and I want to talk to you a little bit about what I think is the #1 strategy that you should be using to make money in 2018. This is just a free training. By the way, quick little shout out to my boy Carlos right here. If you guys are like interested in books and reading, The Entrepreneur's Guide to Winning, you should check this out. I'll do a review on this at another time because I haven't read it yet, but Carlos is a good friend. He just wrote that. And what I want to do is I want to talk to you a little bit about kind of the mission that we're on. But as we get started right now, I'll go back to the whiteboard in just a second. But the topic today is really about making money. And first things first, you got to be okay with making money, because in business, I've gone through a lot of ups and a lot of downs. I've gone through different business opportunities, different ventures. There's been times where I was flat broke and I couldn't afford to pay bills, and I even got evicted from my apartment. And there's been other times where things have been going incredibly well, living in nice places, being able to travel the world, being able to spend quality time with family. And so this entrepreneur roller coaster can be fixed. And what I'm going to do is, today is just more of a test. So if you guys are watching, it's a little bit of a freebie. This is just a test right now for some training. And then in the future, as we get this studio set up, we're still going to put in some soundproofing. We're going to put some logos behind right here. As we get it set up, we'll start doing interviews and tons of fun stuff here. Now, that being said, what is the #1 business that I think that you guys should be in 2018? Agency arbitrage. Okay, write this down if you guys can. Agency arbitrage. And the reason that I believe that you should be in this business in 2018 is because you want to find a way to be able to make money online where you don't have to be the person always doing the work. Okay? You want to build more of a passive income. You want to build more of an automated income. And when you build an income that you don't have to be fulfilling, this frees up time. So there's 2 important things that you want in life. You want time and you want money. Because what good is money if you don't have time to enjoy it? And what good is time if you don't have money to enjoy it? They go hand in hand, right? So agency arbitrage works a little something like this. Start up your own agency in 2018. It doesn't have to be a fancy agency. Literally, all you do is you get a website, get a domain name like chrisrecord.com or whatever domain name that you want, and you have a website, and your website offers services. Now, your services might just be consulting. Maybe you're a consultant if you are an expert at a certain topic. Or maybe you just offer like social media marketing. You'll help any business out there grow their Instagram, grow their Facebook, or whatever it might be. There's lots of different things that you can learn. And the key is, as you grow and grow your own skills, you can sell these skills on your agency. But it's a lot more than that. All you need is a website and a domain name and a buy button for people to be able to buy your services. You can use a merchant account like Stripe or PayPal, which makes it very, very easy to accept money. But what do you sell? Okay, what do you sell if you don't have skills? What if you're sitting here going like, I would love to make money like that, but I don't know how to consult somebody. I don't know what I would even talk. Maybe you're nervous. Maybe you don't even want to get on the phone just because you're scared of the phone. You're scared of talking to people. That's where the word arbitrage comes in. Essentially, if you don't understand what arbitrage is, I'll make it very simple for you. Become the middleman or middlewoman in between the buyer and the service provider. Okay, become the middleman. So for example, I'm going to explain this like I used to explain when I taught e-commerce and drop shipping. What we used to do with Shopify is this. We would set up a store and we would put a picture of the product that we were selling. For example, I might be selling phone cases. So what I would do is I would have a picture of this great phone case right here, and this picture would go on my website. Now, I'm selling this phone case, and this phone case is a charger. It's really cool. It can be US, you can recharge it. It'll give your phone extra life. This is really cool, right? So I put a picture of this on my website. I put a price for it, like $100, but I don't actually have any of this product in stock. Okay? I don't have any inventory, anything. If somebody buys this product from me, they pay me the $100, and then I turn around and I go to a site like AliExpress, maybe a site in China or maybe a wholesaler in the United States. I go to a wholesaler site and I place the order. I say, this product, I want to buy this product, and I want you to ship it directly to John Smith living in Kansas. So here's what happens. John Smith comes to my website, sees the picture, buys it for $100. I turn around and I place an order on the wholesaler site, and the wholesaler ships the product out directly to John Smith. Everybody's happy. I make the split. So if I sell this for $100 and it only costs me $50, then I'm making $50 per transaction. And all I've got to do is factor in like my advertising cost and stuff like that. So it's a business model where I don't actually have to have any phone cases. With e-commerce, I could put any products that I want on my website from the wholesale site. So here's the thing. What if this was possible for more than just physical products? What if you could drop ship services? What if you could drop ship Facebook advertising? What if you could drop ship, social media marketing? What if you could drop ship website design, logo design, all of this cool stuff? Here's what you do. With agency arbitrage, you buy a domain name, you set up your own agency site, and then you have services that you provide. You have services that you offer. On this list of services, you might have, for example, logo design. Now, if somebody comes to your website, they're going to see maybe 3 packages. They can buy logos for $500, $1,000, or $2,000. So if somebody buys one of those packages, it'll tell exactly what it comes with. They pay you the money. Then you turn around and go to the wholesaler, and you go to the wholesaler and literally just buy the logo from them. So let's say, for example, my friend Peter, who's actually right here in the room with me, let's say that Peter is a logo designer. I'll say, Peter, what's the best rate you can give me on logos? Peter says, I'll give you logos for $200, I'll give you logos for $500, or I'll give you logos for $1,000, depending on how big the project is. $200, $500, $1,000. I'm going to mark that service up on my agency site to $500, $1,000, and $2,000. So if I'm marking up his basic package as a $200 logo, and what I'm doing is I'm selling it for $500. I'm the middleman. That gives me $300 in profit. So on my site, I have an example that I'm selling logos. I have logos as a service. Does your business need a logo? If so, I've partnered with a fantastic logo designer. We'd love to be able to design your logo. You don't have to lie and say you don't want to be the one saying, I'm going to design your logo, because then you have to be a logo designer. You have to work. Don't lie. Just say, I've partnered with one of the best logo designers that I could find. We'd love the chance to design your logo. And so here's what happens. Customer comes to your website. They purchase the logo package for $500. Remember, it only costs you $200. So you turn around and you give $200 to that logo designer, in this case, Peter, and you keep the rest, $300. Now here's why this is important. When you have an agency business set up like this, with all of these arbitrage services on there that look fantastic, you've got examples, you've got testimonials, you've got everything, then what happens is all you need to do is get people coming to your website to buy these services. That's it. It's a simple business model. It's so simple that, Debbie from Kansas, who's never made $1 before in her life, can start up her own agency. Okay? So let's say her name is Debbie McDonald. She can call it McDonaldMediaMarketing.com. Okay, so she buys McDonald Media Marketing or McDonald Media LLC. And her tagline is, we help entrepreneurs and small businesses with their digital marketing. That's it. We provide digital marketing services to small business owners. Okay, now all she has to do is get traffic to her website where people can go and they can look at these pages. The same way that if I had a Shopify store, I've got this product here, I still have to get people to go buy it. I still have to get people to see it, right? So that's the key. Imagine a Shopify store, but instead of just physical products, you've got services. This is phenomenal. Now, here's the cool thing. You probably already have a lot of skills or access to a lot of software or tools that you could currently be selling. So right now, I know my audience pretty well. My audience, most of you that are watching this, you've bought a course before. You've bought some type of a make money online course, or you've been part of a network marketing company before, or you're an entrepreneur that already provides a service like a real estate agent or a loan officer, whatever it might be. Or you've purchased some type of a software, whether it be ClickFunnels or maybe some type of a logo animation software. So here's what happens. You've purchased a course, or you've purchased software, or you've gone through training and you have a skill. This is the perfect criteria for starting up your own agency. Why not have your own agency website that features these skills? That's all you have to do, okay? Think about it this way. Let's start talking about some of these things. Let's say that some of you bought ClickFunnels, for example, as a software. If you bought ClickFunnels as a software, then technically you have access to a tool that can build funnels for entrepreneurs very, very quickly. Okay? So how much is that worth? If you were talking to a business owner right now, you could simply say, hey, I would be willing to build you a sales page, a lead capture page, and a little bit of a funnel for your business. What would that be worth to you, right? You have a conversation. They might pay you $500 or $1,000 or $5,000 just to build them these pages. And it's only going to take you a day using a service like ClickFunnels. So that's the key. You're out there buying this software. You're buying things. You might as well be making money from them. You're buying training. You might as well make money from it. For example, I have a course that I released called Dark Post Profits, and it taught people how to be Facebook advertisers, right? But how many of you are making money consulting or using Facebook ads as a service? If you had an agency website right now, you could simply say, hey, we'll run your entire Facebook advertising. Here's our fees. Our fees are 10% of whatever the monthly ad spend is, and we have a $1,000 a month minimum. So you can be my client. It's $1,000 a month minimum and 10% of your ad spend. And then boom, you could manage their ads. Instead of risking your own money advertising, you could be using money from clients who would love you to advertise for them. That's the power of having your own agency. And the cool thing is that you don't have to do the work. If you have a skill, then go ahead and do it. Like if any of you have ever attended my 3-0 Club training, if you've ever seen my training where I teach you the 3-0 Club method, how to get Facebook video views for 0.0003 each, right? A fraction of a penny. If you simply go through the training and you learn the skill, then you now have a skill that you can sell through your agency site. So if you had your own agency site, you could say, hey, we will help you with viral video marketing. We would love to help get your videos hundreds of thousands or even millions of views on Facebook. Now, what business owner wouldn't throw money at you hand over fist to make their stuff go viral? And you have that skill because I taught it to you. That's the key, you guys. You want to get to a place where you fully have an agency that offers all of these services, and you have buy buttons right there. Once your agency is set up, either with some of your own services you provide. Oh, hold on, my mic just got a little bit loose there. Hold on. Whether your agency, we're just gonna let it hang out real quick, okay? Whether your agency is something that you provide the services yourself, or it's something that maybe you're reselling or arbitrage other people's services, regardless of which one that it is, once your site is set up, all you have to do is get traffic to your website. And here's the best part. Getting traffic to your website is as easy as placing a Facebook ad that goes to like a little sales page on your website that sells a specific product or service. So you can place an ad and you could target chiropractors, you could target doctors, you could target entrepreneurs, you could target multi-level marketers with a little ad, and that ad says whatever your service is. Now, I'm gonna give you one right now as an example. Okay, let's say that the service you provide is logo animation. Okay, this is a hot service. I've taught this so many times. Logo animation. So there's software tools out there that you can buy for less than $100 that will actually literally they'll animate your logos for you. So you buy a software less than $100, you upload a logo into it, and it will create this really epic animated logo intro. Entrepreneurs can use these in the beginning of their YouTube videos, Vimeo videos. They can use them on Facebook. It's amazing branding. You know, just like anytime you're watching a professional video, an animated logo shows in the beginning, right? Did you know that if you buy this software for less than $100, that you can animate as many logos as you want? You can literally do hundreds and hundreds of logos. So why is that powerful? Because for a small investment of less than $100, you have your own agency, right? That's how powerful that business is. Even if that's the only product that you offered, how much could you charge for that service? Well, we've successfully been doing this and teaching this, so we know exactly, right? I recommend you charge $275 for an animated logo. That's package number one. So people will pay you $275. Let me see if I get that right. People will pay you $275 for one animated logo. Package number two, they can get 5 animated logos for $500. So if they spend a little bit more, they're getting animated logos as little as $100 each. So again, package one, $275, they get 1 animated logo. Package 2, $500, they get 5 animated logos. Package 3, $2,500, and they get a total custom logo where they can go back and forth and they can get revisions and stuff like that. So you offer these 3 packages. You offer $275, $500, and $2,500. By having that $2,500 package, that shows how valuable your service is, but no one really buys that one. What happens is people really look at the middle one and the low one. So they're going to give you $500 is the most popular package because they're going to get to animate 5 of their logos or get 5 variations of their logo. So watch this. For $500, that's going to be your most popular package because right in the middle. Watch what's going to happen here. Is everything all right, Peter? Are we good?
The video is just a little funky.
Okay.
Our video guy, I just gotta share this.
Yeah, hold on.
Steele says, I don't know what's going on, but it looks like I'm tripping on acid.
So I'm hearing feedback. You can look at the comments, or you look at the comments of the video. I'm hearing feedback that the video might look a little weird. We're still testing. So, you know, we're just having fun here. So check this out. Literally, you've got 3 packages, $275, $500, or $2,500. Remember, you don't actually animate the logos. So here's the cool thing about your agency. You don't even have to know how logo animation works in order to sell it. It's just like selling a phone case. You don't have to manufacture these. You just put a picture of it on your website. So that's all you do. You put pictures of example logo animations on your website, and that's it. Somebody gives you $500. Here's what they do. They upload their logo, and they choose 5 different templates that they want you to animate your logo with, right? That 5 different templates. So watch what happens. You receive $500, you receive their uploaded logo, and you receive the list of the 5 templates, designs that they want. Now that you have that information, you're kicking it on your couch at home, on your laptop, you pull up your software, you upload the logo, and boom, you create all 5 of those. It's gonna take you like 30 seconds each time. Let's even round it up to a minute. 5 minutes. And you've made $500. That's going to be 5 minutes of your time, you guys. That's how powerful this strategy is. So in 5 minutes, you can make $500. Okay? So, and it's pure profit because you're not using anybody else, right? You're using a software to do it for you. That's an example. Okay? But let's make it even a little bit more realistic. Let's say people weren't buying that package. Let's say they were just buying the $275 package. 1 logo for $275. All they did was they uploaded their logo, and you gave them a logo animation. That alone, as a service, is going to take you no more than, let's just say 10 minutes interaction back and forth with the customer, stuff like that. 10 minutes total to make $275. What if in 2018, if that was your only product in your agency and you only sold 1 per day, $275 times 365 days is what? That's like over $100,000. It's like $100,375 or something like that. Okay? So think about it. If you had a website that offered logo animation as a service, if you just got 1 client a day for $275, there's a 6-figure income, and you can do the work in your pajamas from home with no experience. That is if you had an agency website that could convert and you had a source of traffic. So that's what I want to teach in 2018. I want to teach how to be able to put together your little pricing that says we offer logo animation as a service. Then I want to tell you something called bridge marketing. How to advertise that page to real estate agents. How to advertise that page to network marketers. How to advertise to dentists. How to advertise to lawyers, to doctors. How to advertise to builders. How to advertise to janitors, to plumbers, to all these different businesses, whatever it might be. In fact, I'll even take it a step further. You don't even have to advertise. If you don't have money, check out how easy this is. You could just go to YouTube, find somebody that's kind of popular that looks like they're making money, and see if they have animated logos in front of their videos or at the end. If they don't, you could just reach out to them. It's just simple. Message them on Facebook and say, hey, I'm a big fan. I was watching your videos. I noticed that you don't have a logo animation for branding in the beginning. Well, that's what I do as a business. I normally charge $500 to be able to do 5 logos, but because I like you, because I love what you do, I'd be willing to give you a coupon here for 80% off. Instead of $500, I'll charge you just $100, and I'll do it for you. All I ask is a testimonial. And then boom, you give them a coupon. They're going to love it because they can go in and they can buy it for just $100. It doesn't matter. It's only going to take you 10 minutes. So who cares? Get paid $100 for 10 minutes, and you're going to get their testimonial. After you do this 5 times, you've made $500. It only took you an hour. So you made $500 for the hour, and you've got 5 testimonials. Now you got all these testimonials. You can raise your price a little bit. Instead of a 80% off coupon, give a 50% off coupon. But you could just reach out to people on Facebook Messenger and reach out to them and say, hey, I saw your stuff and that's what I do. So there's so many strategies. Once you get the hang of this, there's so many strategies, okay? That's what I want to teach you in 2018, is how to have your own agency website, how to have your own branding on it, and how to be able to offer all these services that are either done with software, or they're done with outsourcers, or they're done by other agencies. I don't want you to have to do the work. Unless, of course, you're a consultant. I think consulting is one of the best businesses because consulting allows you in the front end to get paid just to give them advice. So for example, if you do get good at something, like let's say you really study ClickFunnels a lot and you're really good at understanding ClickFunnels. You've been on a bunch of webinars. Well, you might as well offer consulting. See, businesses will pay you $1,000 just to get ideas. And all you have to do is come up with ideas. Hey, here's what I think you should do. I think you should have a lead capture page that generates leads, and I think you should have an email autoresponder. After they opt in, I think you should give them a free PDF. I think the PDF should be these 21 things. After that, I think they should go to a sales page. Because you sell a $1,000 product, I think that sales page should be a webinar. They register for the webinar, they watch the recording that one of you guys should do. You do it once, it can play up there. And then after they watch the recording, then they go to a sales page. So you consult them and you say, here's what I think you should set up. You draw out a map for it. You consult them. Let's say they pay you $1,000 or $2,000. You've just made $2,000 for the idea. At the end of the idea, what are they going to say? They're going to say, it sounds great. Who do you know that could set all this up? And you say, I'm glad you asked. I actually have a connection with a guy who has an agency that sets this up for a living. And he's a friend of mine, so I'm sure I can give you a better rate than going to him directly. And boom. What you did was you got paid for consulting on the front end, and then on the back end, you got paid whatever the spread is by referring to your friend. So if your friend normally charges $5,000 to set that all up, you can get a quote for, you get your wholesale cost, which is $5,000, and then maybe you mark it up to like $7,000, okay? Now, you've sold it for, you did $1,000 in consulting, and there's a $7,000 funnel being built. You've made $1,000 on the front end and $2,000 on the back end. Or maybe you did $2,000 for consulting. You made $2,000 on the front end, $2,000 on the back end, $4,000 for what? Like 2 or 3 hours of your time? That's the kind of power in having your own agency. Now, I also want to talk a little bit about why an agency is so important if you're doing other stuff. Okay? So, for example, let's say that you're doing e-com. Let's say you're doing e-commerce. Okay? You should have an agency. Here's why. If you have Shopify or Amazon and you're actually building that business yourself, I want you to think a little bit bigger this year. In 2018, think bigger, okay? What you're doing is you have an agency and that Shopify store is a client, okay? You have an agency and you happen to be your own client. You're not only like, like the Hair Club for Men. Not only is he the president, but he's also a customer using the thing himself, right? Same kind of concept here. You want to be a customer of your own agency. So you've got your agency, and then you have your Shopify store. By doing that, it just created a lot of value for your agency. So in thin air, you can create an agency, and it already has clients, your own sites. So if you own any domain names, if you have any websites, if you have any sources of income, start an agency and bring those sources of income underneath it, okay? Make a list of any software that you've purchased. Make a list of any courses that you've purchased. Make a list of any revenue, any online money-making things you want to do. Make a list of all of that and then add it all to your agency. Okay, so if you're in Shopify, then you have an agency that helps set up Shopify stores. And think about it, that is actually what you do. You legitimately have an agency that sets up Shopify stores, right? So since that's what you do, then do that. Now, you may only have time for your own Shopify store right now, but that's okay. The power of positioning for your agency is still better. Now, here's what's going to happen. People will come up to you and they'll say, can you set me up a Shopify store? And you'll say, sure, I can set you up. I will install the store. I will find a whole bunch of products on AliExpress for you that are hot products. I'll design, I'll set up the store, I'll install it. We'll get you all set up. I'll get you the right apps. But after that, you're on your own. Okay, so they go, great, how much do you charge for that? You say, I'll do it for $1,000. So now what happens is you're building your own Shopify store, but when friends and family and people, and when anybody asks you what you're doing, you can sell for $1,000, you can set them up with their own Shopify store. Maybe not your family and do it for free, but you know what I mean. When other people ask, yes, my fee is $1,000, I'll set up your store for you. If you want additional training beyond that, Now this is where you offer training. So inside your agency site, you can say e-commerce training. Okay, now what do? When it comes to e-commerce training, you can say, I've partnered with one of the leading instructors on e-commerce in the world. They have the most in-depth course all about e-commerce, and the cost is $2,500. I highly suggest that you buy it. Here's a video and here's a link to be able to get all the information. Plus, when you buy it through this link right here, I'll throw in a bonus, which is, the top 20 things that have changed in 2018 for e-commerce. You're gonna wanna have that. So what is that? That is an affiliate page. You have an agency, and on that agency page, you actually have an affiliate link to somebody else's e-commerce training. Now, you install the site for $1,000 yourself, and then you make another $1,000 when they buy the software. Do you see what I'm saying? You make another $1,000 there. Or how many Shopify apps have affiliate programs on them? You could charge $1,000 to set up a store, and then you can make commissions. You can make commission from Shopify for setting up a Shopify store, because they'll pay you. Shopify will pay you a commission. You can make money on pretty much every single app that you install will pay you a commission. Then on top of that, you can make a commission when you're referring training to the person. Do you see what I'm saying? There's so many opportunities to be making money. So instead of just having your own Shopify store, have your own agency. And your Shopify store is a client. Okay, same thing. Let's say that you have an SEO business, a search engine optimization business, or a website design business, or anything. You have an agency, and one of your clients is that website, right? You have to have an agency. That's the key thing. Now, even if you don't have any skills, it's fine. Even if you don't want to talk to people, it's fine. Because your agency can just be a bunch of drop-shipped services. People pay you for the service, you turn around and pay the wholesaler, okay? So you might be asking, like, why am I teaching all this? Because Lifepreneur, this company right here, Lifepreneur is going to teach you how to be a digital agency builder, DAB, right? How to be a digital agency builder, DAB. Lifepreneur is going to teach you this, okay? This is coming out in like less than 30 days. You're going to be probably in a couple of weeks here. You're going to see a full presentation on how to set up your own agency website, how to go and pull all these services. There's going to be a service directory. You're going to be able to learn how to pull in services to your site. Your agency can offer website design, logo animation, search engine optimization. It could offer training, Facebook ads training, Shopify training, everything. It can offer services, Facebook ad services, Google ad services, YouTube marketing, social media management, and you don't have to be the one doing any of them. You can literally just be the broker, aka arbitrage. People buy the service from you, you turn around and you buy it at wholesale from the service provider. You keep the difference. And we're gonna give you nice spreads. So you're gonna get a big, thick profit there, which means take a little bit of your profit and advertise with it. Okay, maybe hustle out your first couple sales, but once you're making 10 grand a month, take $2,000 a month and advertise with it. Spend $2,000 on Facebook ads, spend $2,000 on YouTube ads, and watch customers just fly in. That's how you build an agency in 2018. I would love to spearhead that training for you. What I'm looking to do is I'm looking to find people that want to be a part of this, okay? In Lifepreneur, you can learn this. Okay, when this launches this summer, that course is going to be $2,000 on its own, okay? When it launches this summer. But inside of Lifepreneur, we have an all-in package going where you can get that included. So you can either wait till it launches in like June or July and spend the $2,000 there, or you can get it all included when you join Lifepreneur during pre-launch. So if anybody's watching this video right now and you want to join Lifepreneur and you want to learn how to do this stuff, contact the person that told you to watch this video. We have a lot of affiliates out there. I would love to see them get the credit, okay? So if somebody's introduced you to Lifepreneur, reach out to them and contact